So we are heading to the store and we are going to get some ingredients to make our own healthy homemade dog food. So we need a good quality protein for our dogs. So we're going to use ground beef. We are going to do frozen vegetables because frozen is normally cheaper than fresh, and they're still very nutritious and healthy. And then we're going to use like a filler and a carb. So we're going to do rice for that. And then we also like to give him raw eggs every day, and that helps his coat to be nice and shiny. And there are a lot of great vitamins and minerals in raw eggs. It's almost like a multivitamin. So we're going to grab all that from the store, and then we're going to go home and cook it all up and put it together. And we'll show you how we package it and freeze it for his meals for the month. We're going to start with some ground beef here. This is 7.5 pounds ground beef. There we go. Next thing we're going to grab is eggs. Here, 5 dozen eggs. Next ingredient, organic frozen veggies. So we just need the rice and then we're done. And we are gonna go with this rice. And this is a little bit more expensive than this rice here, but as you can see on the back, this is enriched long grain rice. And all of these vitamins that it's enriched with, all these B vitamins, are actually synthetic vitamins. So we want to pass on those, and we want to go with just natural rice that has not been sprayed. So that's why we're going with that kind of rice today. And while we're here, I'm gonna grab some sardines for me. Okay, so we are home with all of our ingredients for our homemade dog food, and we are just gonna cook these up and get these ready, and we're gonna mix them in this bowl, and then we have these plastic bags, and we're gonna store them in these. We're gonna press them flat and stack them in the freezer, and then they will be ready to go. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make the rice. We'll open this up. So I'm gonna pour some of this rice. That'll do it. I'll dump it out and then refill it. I think Tyson knows. Do you know we're making your food? Do you know it? Huh? Are you excited? So as I said, we get rice that is not enriched because it's sprayed with synthetic, mostly B vitamins. And we were listening to a real interesting podcast recently by Dr. Gary Brecka. So if you want more information on that, you can look him up. He was actually on the Joe Rogan podcast. He was talking about just how hard it is for our bodies to methylate those synthetic B vitamins, especially like folic acid, which is not naturally occurring in nature. Like the actual real form of B9 is folate. So as you guys are reading labels, you can look for things that contain folate but not folic acid. Okay, so while this rice is going, I'm gonna open our ground beef and go ahead and fry that up. Most people are kind of afraid of ground beef and they think that it's really bad, like for heart health. I actually disagree. I think that ground beef is one of the healthiest things that you can eat. So we give it to our dog, and I actually eat ground beef every single day. Okay, so we're gonna lightly season this ground beef with some salt. Dogs shouldn't have too much salt, but it is good for them. So this is his main source of protein in his food, but we're also gonna do raw eggs, and then we have the peas also, so that's gonna add a little bit of extra protein. And this is gonna make about 1 month's worth of food for him. All right, so we are gonna let this cook for a minute, and while we do that, I'm going to pour our frozen vegetables into this bowl, and then when the rice is done, I'm gonna pour the rice on top of the frozen vegetables, and that's just gonna kind of cook them, and I'll let them just sit there. So we've got our peas. Okay, and then we'll also do these. Another great thing to put in your dog food, which I use sometimes, is sweet potatoes. And you can either buy frozen sweet potatoes that are already chopped for you, or you could just bake some sweet potatoes, cut them up and throw them in there. Dogs love sweet potatoes and they're very healthy. The next thing we'll do, we'll get started on putting some eggs in these Ziploc bags. Hey kids, does somebody want to help me do a fun job? Jai, you want to help? You want to get a chair or can you reach? Okay, here, you get to do one and Sarah gets to do one. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna open these bags and you're gonna put one egg in each bag, okay? Okay, so the kids are putting an egg in each one of those bags. So each one of these bags is one meal for him. So after they put in the egg, we're gonna put in the ground beef, the rice, and the vegetables, and then that's a complete meal. And then we feed him twice a day, normally in the morning between 7 and 9, and then like around 3 o'clock.
My dog really likes frozen peas, so we're going to be doing some tricks with him. You get to hold frozen peas. Okay, so what am I supposed to say? So this is Tyson. Come back here. You want peas or not? This is our dog Tyson. He likes frozen peas and he'll do tricks for them. Tyson, sit. Down. Good boy. Middle. Good boy. Come. Sit. Jump. Good boy. Down. Army crawl. Good boy. And that's it.
Okay, so our meat is almost done cooking here. We just have a little bit more pink. Let's check on the rice here. Our rice is just about to boil. So we've got about maybe 10 more minutes and then we'll throw it all together. So we are going to go ahead and pour this. That's gonna cook those vegetables a little bit. Our meat is done. Okay. Got it. Alrighty. Now we've got to mix it. Just gonna give this a good stir, and then we'll go ahead and scoop it into the bags that already have those eggs in it. And we have some kids that are gonna help us. We're gonna do a little assembly line. Okay, who wants to scoop it in? Who wants to press it flat?
I want to press it flat.
Okay, so we finished off the whole bowl, and now we're gonna just press the air out of these, stack them up, and then we're gonna freeze them, and he is all set for the next month. So from the very beginning, since we got our puppy, we have been feeding him homemade dog food, and it's so much healthier than store-bought dog food because store-bought dog food has 90% either wheat or corn. Sometimes they contain a lot of soy, and that's just not healthy for the dog. So we decided to make our own dog food from the very beginning, and it's just had so many benefits. His breath smells good most of the time. We never have to take him to the vet. So it doesn't cost that much. It's about comparable or even a little bit cheaper to store-bought dog food. I'd say it's maybe like $40 a month or so to feed him. So the reason that we give him the raw eggs is because we just believe that raw eggs are very good for him. We also give him the shell, which is full of calcium, so that's really good for his bones. He gets his protein from the ground beef and the peas. It's really a complete meal all in one. It's fairly easy to make. It's comparable to the cost of dog food, and it has a lot of great health benefits. Thank you so much for watching Just the 10 of Us. We hope that you come back and join us for our next video.